bullet sponge for them, soak everything up, and then, you clean up the targets as they come along. But for Sentinels, though, this could be a quick game if they play the same way, the hot start that they had in live fire. If they do it here on streets, Oxygen are going to be picking up the pieces, and they don't have that reset that Oddball provides you. So, I mean, hey, it is anyone's game on Slayer, though.
I'm also interested to see how this game type has developed over the past months. When we were watching this at our last event in Raleigh, we even heard these teams kind of talking through strategies, be like, actually, maybe we should try to control B a bit more. They're controlling B. What can we do to counter that? And it didn't seem like they really had a fully fleshed out strategy of where they knew they wanted to be at in certain positions. They just kind of were, observing what other teams were doing to them and being like, oh, wow, like that's working against us. How do we break this?
That was a brilliant start there for Oxygen, by the way. They managed to obtain the rockets, and they took out the players that were hanging out in the Overlook top B steps. But unfortunately for them, as the match kind of continues on, you get down to the BRs. Yeah, they have their rockets, but you only get 2 of those. So you got to make the most of them as where you can. And with that hot start, the Rockets really are going to be the difference maker there, because you had those 2 kills from the Rockets, or the assists you got from the Rockets. Slowly but surely, Sentinels, they're going to come back into this because you're not really getting that much value out of that power weapon at the start of the game.
Yeah, it's always interesting kind of trying to figure out the game as who gets the power-ups or power-weapons and how they're doing with them. And sometimes it's not really a good sign if you do get control of that first power-up or power weapon and the game's like tied or really close.
Yeah, it's
you
like
almost
at that
want
point,
to do those pull-aways.
Exactly, like they really didn't contribute all that much. Another power weapon here, by the way, is this gun, the Stalker Rifle. Don't sleep on it. If you're out there playing matchmaking with your buddies and you've avoided the weird-looking red gun because you don't quite know what it does, that thing is a cannon, and it does a sizable amount of damage. And that paired up with the Bulldog, as we're seeing right here, oh yeah, it's beautiful, baby. You love to see it.
Yep, that Stalker Rifle 3-shot kill is so powerful, and just, it's really intended to kind of be that mid/long range weapon.
Just does so much damage. Even that first shot just moves away so much shielding for you that there's just nothing you could really do. And this is a rough position to be in there. An unfortunate scenario for Haynes as he was tucked away in the corner. Rockets are going to be up again. I believe they were picked up by Sentinels, so maybe they're going to use this to their advantage. They have that B side covered, and now this is where, if you're on PD side for Oxygen, you're going to have to fight out of this because Rockets are coming.
I like that play by Snakebite, not using that first rocket on that player, instead realizing he can use his battle rifle and get a little greedy with those rockets. Since you have so few of them, you want to make more use of them. It really irks me to this day too when I see someone like rocket a 1-shot. It's like, get greedy at the higher level. Like, drop that rocket real quick, shoot them with a BR, pick the rocket back up. Like, at this level, those are such big game changers. Like, use that rocket on a full shield Frosty or somebody.
Exactly. Don't waste it on targets that can be easily picked off with the other power weapon that's in your hands, the battle rifle. So now that we're starting to see Sentinels pull away with the lead here, this is where I get very concerned about Oxygen. They don't have that opportunity for the reset. Royal 2's hanging out back PD, back police station, because he knows where the spawns are supposed to be coming from, but the timing, despite him winning that fight, though, there was still going to be Swish coming out from the outside. The timing wasn't quite there, but that's not really a big deal when you have teammates backing you up in every other which way.
Yeah, this game's a lot easier when you just hit all your shots like that, like Royal 2. That's just unbelievable. And also just the awareness of these players. Like, obviously we have these outlines and stuff on the screen so we can understand what's going on.
Oh, beautiful.
But like
nade.
The fact that these players can react to getting shot from a spot that they aren't ready for.
Yeah.
Drop, get themselves whatever cover or advantage they can to try and make the best of those fights, and that's why these are the best players in the game.
Just even look at the way that Snakebite, he patrolled the back alley there. He put a few shots with the Bulldog. He saw that someone else was going to be coming from PD corner, so he just continued to juke around the alley so that this way his teammate can back him up. Big win there in a big 1v1 fight for Lethal. That is going to give them the 38th kill, and at this point now, man, you're looking for some steak today if you're Sentinels with the way that this game is going.
Yeah, and it's like you said, this one's going to be really tough for Oxygen because, I mean, at this point, they're probably not caring as much about the scoreline. Their goal is still to win this game. They're probably not as worried about, like, all right, can we get to 30? Can we get to this? Like, they still want to play their game like normal. They don't want to just try to throw all their strats, all their game plan out the window because they have so many more matches today and the rest of this pool play. They are going to give it their all in this series, as they talked about before.
Triple kill.
They would make a massive mistake if they just tried to, play completely different, try to like hide, try to just get, scrap up a couple kills. But oh my God, he just doesn't miss on land, huh?
Yeah, I mean, homie need to chill. he's just wrecking shop out here. We had that stat with Name in Royal 2, and Royal 2 had just, blank lines because he hadn't had an official HCS tournament match in a little bit. I would love to see that pick up, that graphic again, just from this match with Name and Royal 2, and see how Royal 2 has been playing, because Matt's been slaying out here.
Yeah, he's doing so much damage. And I also just love that, Shy Away covers so many small differences in movement here on this map, but I liked how, Royal 2, instead of clambering up towards the tires, instead jumps up on that little ledge, and, at no point in time is he vulnerable to an opponent getting first shot on him in tires by clambering up. He jumped up on that little sneaky ledge above the AC unit.
I mean, even that slide right there, the power slide that we're starting to see become so much more popular, and we're getting close to a steak dinner here, people. Kills lined up. There we go. Steak-tacular for Sentinels, keeping Oxygen below 30 kills. Well, I mean, I hate to be that guy, but a little bit of an easy club.